Hey everybody, it's Michael here with Build a Game for Life Ministries. You all been asking what I've been up to, and jokingly, how's retirement? Well, far from retirement, let me tell you that. I've been working harder now, I think, than I have ever. There just seems to be never-ending amount of stuff that you need to do out here, whether it's cutting wood or moving snow or fixing gutters or whatever. But I mentioned about a month ago, we had gutted the mud room, and we needed a guest washroom. So when people come out to the ranch for trail rides or fly fishing trips and backpacking trips before they actually head out, we had no washroom. We have the guest rooms, which each have their own washroom, but there was no actual public bathroom that was really workable. The one that in the mudroom was the one that I used 31 years ago. So it was in a huge need of repair. And so we gutted the mudroom. And you might have saw that video. I took it down to the actual dirt. So I'll just give you a little update of what it looks like now. So this shiplap wall is the original wall from 100 years ago. And I've got some cladding strips that I'll put in between each seam. And then I think my wife's going to have me spray it. And we'll box out some of the conduit wiring, close that all in so that it's not exposed. But we're actually moving the washer and dryer from the basement because the only way we can access that is by going outside. And so we have to walk around the house, down the hill, and then down towards the basement area, which is under the deck, and take all our laundry down there. So at night, when it's dark out, there's no city lights out here. So trust me when I say it's dark, unless it's a full moon and a beautiful sky. Then you can see a lot of stuff. But it's a little nerve-wracking. We have animals out here all the time, and you just never know. Something was out there a few weeks ago. I could hear it. I couldn't see what it was, but it was fairly noisy and an aggressive digger. So it could have been a badger. It could have been, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to move the washer and dryer upstairs, and that's going to go right in this corner here. It's already plumbed and set in place, and we had a guy, Joe, come out who helped us do all that voluntarily, and which was fantastic. And a huge shout out to Rona in Black Diamond. Now, that store is not a corporate store. It's privately owned by Ryan and his family. And so I'm very grateful that they were able to step up, and they gave us really, really good pricing on all the materials for the entire room. Everything was less than $800. So a huge savings for us. They were amazing and just really great to deal with. It's nice being back in the community, in a small town community. You really see the service and how it's different, and people really go out of the way to help. We couldn't get home last Saturday. We were driving back from doing a dump run, and the snow had accumulated so quickly that we couldn't make it up our last leg of the road. And my wife and I were the only ones in the van. My parents were up visiting in their 4x4 and watching the kids. But just at the crest of the hill, we started sliding, and we slid backwards halfway down the hill. We were going right into the ravine. And so that was a little freaky, I have to say. And I don't know, maybe I've just been away from the snow too long, and I'm a rookie. But we just had probably like 6 or 7 people. It was crazy how busy that road was that day. I've never seen that many people in my life on that road. And everybody stopped to help until we were actually up that hill. And one of the people let us drive his truck up to go home. And then they brought the van up for us, which, I mean, that was just awesome, So it's just really nice to be back in a community that's very giving and really there to help when you need help. And so we just want to say a huge thank you to those. They know who they are. But yeah, so anyways, the mudroom is all drywalled, and it's square. It's only out by about 1/8 now. If you remember my first video, it was out by almost 4.5 inches. And I did a come along system with 5 ratchet pulleys, a 2x4 station along the wall, also off the crawl space that goes underneath down there into the basement. Actually, this part of the basement of the house is all dirt. It's just like a root cellar crawl space. The only thing down there is a major beehive about the size of a basketball, which we need to deal with when it starts to freeze. And then we have the flooring that goes down. I just built the frame for the door. This is, I'm not sure if you can see this very well, the sun being quite bright, but there's the frame. It's a solid 2x6 spruce rough cut. I did that instead of using pressure treated because the way in which I want the door to look, it's going to be a barn door style, but it's also going to be a Dutch door. And we want to be able to cut the top of it. So I got to make it a little bit different. And so we decided to set that up. And so that's all done. And I'll start ripping this material that's getting buried in the snow. And my table saw is getting buried. I got to move all that in. But we got the hockey rink frame for the boys in this morning. They thought that was pretty awesome. And a huge thank you to my parents. It was so awesome. I have to say, I've never worn camouflage, but check out my boots. Again, if you can see them or not, but they're called Muds. And I have never had boots like this before, but man, are they comfortable. And they are super warm. They got them at PV Mart. And it's a great deal too, actually. I think they said they're about $130. And so we got a couple of things that we built today, which is this first snow ramp, which will take them over the edge down there. And then we've got the other platform over on this side, and that'll be where they take off. And then there's going to be a jump down this run here at the end. And the drop off is only about a foot or maybe a foot and a half, but man, it's getting bright out. But it'll be perfect for the boys. So that's kind of what's been going on. Got a lot of wood cut, which has been fantastic. My wife is amazing. I mean, not only does she do all the cooking, and we split the cleaning on the inside. The boys are getting pretty helpful with that. But there was a major pile of wood just over here. And then we have those 6-foot logs that I cut up here about a month ago that I still have to cut down into 16-inch strips. But she put in these piles of wood. Check out that. I mean, how awesome is that? And there's the wagon, which doesn't work anymore being with the snow, but she piled that as well. And so my wife is amazing. I love her. She's incredible. And so, you know, we just try to stay on top of everything. It's been pleasantly warm. I mean, at -3, -4, which is nice. But other than that, it just keeps snowing. So I've cleaned off that van, like the snow off the van, 3 times since yesterday morning, and that just keeps coming. And same with the picnic table. Actual foot of snow accumulation I measured is just over 12 inches already. So yeah, it's winter's here. So yeah, that's the update. That's what I've been doing, and the kids are doing really well. They're loving school, and they're doing some research right now. And right today, they're actually watching a movie. I'm not sure if you remember 1975, A Family Called Wilderness Family. Great movie, one of my all-time classic favorites. But we found series 1, 2, and 3 on Prime. And my daughter got it for us, and got it all set up. And so they're watching that. This is the second time they watched it. So they're learning how to chop wood, and they're learning just the different skills and things that's going on. And hey, Sammy. This is Sammy. Hey, Sammy. Can you say hi? Come here, pups. Yeah. You say hello? He is the owner's dog. He's a beautiful dog. He's the one that chases all the horses and keeps everything in line. And he comes over and walks through the house. The owner's house is about maybe 2 miles away. but he just wanders around all the time, and the boys love him. And so the boys are just learning some stuff in school about, the wilderness and the outdoors and how to cut wood, and of course their math, and they're doing their words. So they're having lots of fun. It's been a bit of a challenge, to be honest. There's always the adjustment, but they love it. So to say that, I'm going to finish up doing what I need to do, and wish you all an amazing week. Be safe, and if you want to follow us, you can go to our YouTube channel at Michael Bruchet. My wife has set all that up, and there's a whole bunch of videos in there. There's a compilation of golf videos, and you can follow us there as well. And then, of course, you can follow us on Instagram, Growing a Wild Bunch, which my wife set all that up too. So she doesn't like the camera, but she does take some great photos, and she does some awesome stuff. So it's a great blessing. So you guys be good, be safe, and stay out of trouble. And we'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.